Hi guys, my name is Joy and I run a small business called Inbound Ambassador, which is focused on consulting and training and doing PR campaigns for sustainable brands in Japan, trying to introduce the sustainability in Japan, which exists, to a bigger market in English. And why did I want to reduce plastic? I think one of the biggest reasons was when I started doing monthly cleanups along the river, and we realized how much of our plastic waste ends up in the rivers. Like things that you would not expect, all kinds of food packaging and everything. So that really spurred me on to try to reduce my own consumption and what I buy, because I don't want to end up picking it up. For me, one of the big changes was I stopped buying all of the plastic containers that were sold at Costco because they're single-use plastic, but they're the thick, hard plastic containers. So I started baking more breads and sweet cakes and cookies and stuff myself because I wanted to save on that plastic packaging, which couldn't be reused. I also talk to the Costco managers whenever I have a chance, and I ask them to have a reuse container bin because I think those containers that they have could be reused more than once or twice or 100 times. So I hope Costco will consider a reusable container, and then I can buy some of their bakery goods again. So in 2015, I visited the small zero-waste town of Kamikatsu in Tokushima on Shikoku Island. And that really spurred me on to think more about my waste, especially plastic waste. So after visiting them and realizing such a long life of plastic for even the wrappers and things that we buy, I was able to reduce our once a week big plastic bin of trash to once every 2 weeks. So for about 50%. And I'm always looking for better options which have less plastic packaging. I've asked organic farmers to send me vegetables wrapped in newspaper or waste paper instead of plastic. And then choosing more biodegradable wrapping has certainly helped as well. For the future, I think additional plastic reductions we could make would be to find a good coffee roaster where they order the beans, the coffee beans, in such big containers and they roast it there. So if I can buy the beans directly, then I can do without all the plastic packaging of the smaller containers. Another way we could reduce our plastic in the future, I think, is we've stopped buying all PET bottles, any kind of plastic drink bottle. We've done that for about a year, and that really helped reduce. Choosing glass or tin drinks instead, and then those can be recycled or reused. We reuse a lot of the glass bottles from drinks and fill it with filtered water and keep it in the fridge, which is great for summer. I think my biggest plastic peeve or annoyance about plastic in Japan is definitely plastic bags and straws. And the idea that plastic is clean. That's more than one, sorry. So everything is wrapped in plastic because the idea is plastic is clean, plastic is sanitary. But the more I research and understand about plastic and how it's polluting our oceans and getting into our bodies because it comes through our food, makes me understand that plastic is not clean. It is seeping into our own bodies, and who knows what's going to happen. So I think the idea that plastic is clean is definitely one of my biggest pet peeves. And once we overcome that, it'll be a lot easier to change people's habits.